What's poppin'? Is my mic? Yeah. We good. What's up, y'all? Beneath my skin. What's poppin', gamers? We got hella feedback. You know, I kind of chose this one thinking that not a lot of people would do it, so it'd be like a smaller feedback session, but no, I was wrong. I was very wrong. What's up, Remy? What's up, DaveX? Welcome. What is that? Oh, it's a smudge on my monitor. I gotta clean this thing. I'm like texturing and there's like spots on my monitor, but I think it's like on the actual model itself. All right. We'll give this song a listen. And then, whoop. And then we will start. So we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes on the song. Hope y'all are doing good. We are gamers. These are, what are these? Oh yeah, these are SteelSeries Arctis Pro X's. Yeah. What's up, Sod Sender? Sod Sender, dude. What a name. Sod Sender. So, thank you, Cyber Beeman and DaveX for the follow. Appreciate it, dude. Sod. Damn, that's funny. How we all doing? Late stream. This is early, dude. 4:50 p.m. I'm just kidding. Subject. What's up, Carlos? What's up, Diego? What's up, dude? Last week of cramming exam. I feel that, man. I've been there. I feel that. 1 a.m. UK time. Shout out to the UK's. Wherever you're at. What's up, Curdle? What's up, dude? Everyone's here. Just like Super Smash Bros. Everyone's here. Alright. I kind of miss playing that game. Dude, I used to play so much Smash Bros. Me and my friend in college, like we would spend one day. I mean, we played and there's like one more. Oh, just one more, just one more, and then 7 hours went by. We're just like, okay, shit, dude, we should probably go outside and like be a human being. All right. Breaking Benjamin. That was it. Welcome. This is challenge number 11. This was the shit. I don't even know what this thing's called anymore. The EKP1S03M Kobra. The Kobra. Could I draw? Oh, I asked. Kobra. Shit, okay. So I always gotta, okay, yeah, hold control. Okay, there we go. All right. We're gonna start, I think this is just an order of how they were submitted. I know there were some like late submissions, but like, I don't really care. It was like a day late and I couldn't even stream, so I don't really care. All right. AKA Body. Akabadi. Welcome. I think this is their first appearance. I don't know. But Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Where's the low poly? Uh-oh. Did I forget the low poly? Wait. No, the low poly's in red. Wait. Oh, I'm right. Oh, duh. AKA baddie, dude. So bad, bro. The low poly is clean. The low poly is clean. Although, what's going on? Yeah, oh, you just triangulated this. Oh, is this triangulated? Wait, some parts are triangulated and some parts aren't. Interesting, interesting. You can probably round out some of this stuff. Round out some of this. Probably looks a little harsh over here. I think we'll see some of this in the render, but overall it's pretty good. Since this is like, watch out for your like, it looks okay, but I would just make sure that these are all even. Using red so you can't see my markings on it, but I don't know how to change the color. I don't. Oh yeah, it's right here. Oh, look at that. Wait, what? Oh, there we go. Cool. That's pretty cool. As far as like accuracy goes, I got my references here. Looks pretty good. Looks good, looks good. Just doing a quick once over. I noticed some of them have this how do I draw? Oh, have this like lip right here, and some of them don't, so I won't hold it to you if you didn't get that lip in there. I won't hold you to it. But cool. It's got the bolts in there. It's got the lever here is different. I don't know where this. Oh, I see. Okay. Which one did I attach in the challenge announcement? I think in the challenge announcements it was this. Yeah. That was this, so. Yeah, I would just make sure that we're modeling the right one for the challenge. Because that's a bit off. Looks cool though. Looks pretty interesting, but I think this down here needs to be a bit thinner compared to the reference right here. And then all that looks good. This almost feels like it needs to be smaller, but maybe not. Got that screw in there. Cool, cool. Looks good. I think we're pretty good on the model. We have a front view. I found this pure ref. Someone sent it in the challenge description, so I hope it's cool with me using it. So model looks pretty good. There's a slight chamfer here. You could have added that. That'd have been cool. Other than that, it looks pretty good. I think it needs to be a bit thicker here. This is the stupidest drawing. I hate this. Like, I want to draw a line, not do that. That's stupid. Yeah, I think this needs to be a bit thicker right here. Also, there's some sort of like cutoff here. I think we're missing that. Looks like you modeled in the lip here. Looks like, well, actually, let me go back to the main. Yeah, it looks like there's a slight lip here that you're kind of missing. So that's something to think about. I see you modeled in the seam, or the baked in the seam, which is good, but looks like there's a little, just something that it would help like break up the CG feel of this. Also, it looks like this should be thinner, and I would not have baked this down. I would have modeled this in. Yeah. Okay. What's up, RB? What's up, dude? What do you mean by round out? Where did I say round out? What I mean by round out is add more segments to the low poly so that it doesn't have as much of a obvious facet. I think we'll see that in the renders. So, I'm not sure where this text came from. So Probably toss it. Well, I gotta sneeze. You know when you gotta sneeze and then you just don't, and it's just like, dude. Oh, there's the train. Something's off about these screws here. They're like cut off or something. Oh, yeah, I know what it is. Never mind. That's stupid. I see there's a lip here. Here you go. Hello, Charlie. What's up, dude? All right. I think that's pretty good. So, solid stuff. There's a couple stuff I would have changed, but that's about it. Let's look at the UVs. UVs are good. UVs look pretty good. This like tiny shell right here is kind of a pain. I would maybe just broken it up, but it looks like you handled it pretty well. Although I would have just like, well, you did straighten it there. Probably could have straightened the shell on this edge right here, and then maybe, and then I would have just rotated this and straightened it along this. Oh shit! What, dude? Come on. Control D. There we go. Straighten it along this edge. I know it's a circle, but there is a straight edge here that would have helped it bake a little bit better. Looks good. Yeah, pretty solid. Straighten this stuff out. Same here, just straighten it out. Density looks kind of inconsistent. Let me see. Let's take a look. Oh, yeah, you're kind of right. Yeah, I think you're right. Well, it is a little inconsistent, but I think overall it's just generally too low. I think like this bolt right here, now that I look at it, is like pretty damn low. I would probably increase that. You have a nice roundness on the top here for like the first person view, but I think, and you have a nice roundness on this piece here, but I think you could have transferred that over to here. So yeah, and then like down here it gets a little low as well. Good point. Good point. Good point. It's a group effort around here. So like here, your high poly is mismatching sort of, so we're getting a bad bake right here. Hydrate. I gotta hydrate. Hydrate or dihydrate, as the gamers of the world say. All right. Yeah, I think your bake is kind of bad here. If you ever get something like this, even if your bake is like aligned, you could just chamfer it, add a chamfer in the low poly, and that'll fix it. It's a pretty cool render though. Shout out to Land Rover, sponsored. Yeah, so there we can see some of the faceting there. The inside has a good segment count, although we can kind of see a little bit of the faceting of it, but not bad. Did I approve the UVs? I think that was all I could really find in the UVs. Also, you could probably just detach this. Probably just detach this piece and straighten it out on these edges, and then straighten that out, and then overall pretty good. So good stuff. Right, let's look at the textures. TWR plus 100. There you go. For the text paint stuff, I would take out the height, or make it like microscopic height. We got a question. Isn't there too little padding in the UVs? Is that okay? No, this is a perfect amount of padding, I'd say, probably. Probably even have less padding if you wanted. But baking at 2K, this is probably pretty good padding. So yeah, you don't want to go too tight, otherwise you'll get like bad. You'll see the padding in lower resolutions, like in game. But this padding's all right. You probably could pack it even tighter if you wanted to. But yeah, it's not bad. Oh, it's fun. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I see why you do it, you know, but I would take it out. Also, make sure when you do paint stuff on to not have the underlying oils and stuff show through. It kind of ruins the illusion. And also take out some of this gritty little noise. Yeah, so take out the I would take out the height there. Some of the surfaces feel a bit empty. This feels a bit empty. It's supposed to be like a plasticky rubber. Supposed to be a high gloss kind of plastic. I don't know. It doesn't look like a metal, but it looks kind of like a rubbery. I see what you're doing, but you're kind of missing a lot of the grainy bits of detail here. I think more work in the diffuse will help you out there. As far as the overall metal goes, it's a little grungy, a little beat up and grungy. Can I increase the size of this damn thing? No, that's it. Oh, there we go. Oh, sweet, there we go. It's a bit strange. You have really dirty stuff right next to like this super clean rubber. Also, one thing to keep in mind, pay attention to the highlights because this thing is pretty matte. So look at how fat the highlight is here. The highlight almost goes from like here to like here. So that gives you an indication that it's like super matte. So I'd be careful with that. Also, it's nice to have some parts that are kind of smooth. Also thinking about the text. Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah. What he said was make sure to keep in mind how the text was applied, like if it was like laser engraved or stamped in or stuff like that. Yeah, it's also nice to have some like smooth parts. We don't really need noise on everything, so this could have been fine as like just a smooth, rubbery piece with just some nice gloss variation and diffuse work, but we went a little grainy on that stuff. Same here. I think you might have over sharpened or something. It's a little too grainy, I think. And then I think some of the metal wear here feels a bit random. Some of it looks pretty good. Like it looks kind of good right here. But oh, here's a good view. So yeah, compared to everything else, these brass parts are like really grainy. Other than that, the mount doesn't really feel like metal right here. Pretty sure this thing's metal, unless someone can correct me, but this stuff. Doesn't really feel like metal. It's like got the gloss, but it's kind of missing that like metallic noise that you see. Just like a really subtle type of thing, and then to even help better sell out, you could have some like brushing lines or stuff like that. Even if it's not in the reference, you could still add that stuff. Looks pretty cool, but witness marks are cool. Yeah, don't have much to say about that. I think the milling lines here look a bit fake. Looks a bit fake here. And then I see you got milling lines like here too. That's all right. I'd probably toss them though, and maybe add them to like the metal down here somewhere. Hydrate, good call, good call, good call. Good stuff, good stuff. Trying to think of what else to say. I do like the radial stuff that you got going on. That's pretty cool. You got the nice stamps. I'd say maybe the stamps are a bit blobby. I think the stamps are a little sharper out here. On here. Oh, here's a good texture reference. Yeah, I think the stamps are a bit too blobby. I would sharpen them up a little bit because I see where the blob is coming from, but I think they're just simply just a bit too blurry. Oh, we're gonna spam hydrates. I'm gonna drown. Yeah, so looking at this reference, you get a good idea of where the grain is, so you can see it's kind of a fine metallic grain to it. And I would have liked to see that. It's like kind of smooth. Also, I think you have like height damage somewhere in here. This doesn't look. I don't think this looks very good. I would probably toss the height or go inwards with it. It looks kind of popping outwards. Maybe the normal's flipped or something. Watch out where you put edge wear. You don't need it on every single edge. Excuse me. Like these, you probably wouldn't see it there. just based on I'd probably keep it more towards where things are like super exposed. I kind of like some of these details, but I think they're kind of just too grungy. I'd like to see some like softer stuff maybe. And then let's take a look. Yeah, ultimately, I don't think the rubber feels finished. I think we could have done some more stuff on that. Same with this piece here, and up here as well. I think those are the same sort of thing. Yeah, a bit more time in the oven, and maybe some like contextual dirt around here would be cool. Not a dirt generator, but like some stenciled stuff. I see inflation has caught up to me now. I'm just gonna die drinking. And some of this stuff looks kind of blurry too. Some of these details look a bit blurry. See what the bottom looks like. My neighbors are pissing me off. All right. Screws look fine. I think that's about all I got. This render, by the way, I didn't look at this, but what did I just do? Oh, Control S. This render down here is super cool. This is the weapon room, the premium Discord for leveling up your 3D skills. QR codes. Do these QR codes work? Do these work? Time to hydrate. Hold on, let me see if these work. LinkedIn. Where does this one go? Better not go to my LinkedIn. Oh, goes to okay. Goes to your personal LinkedIn. All right, cool. funny. That's funny. X1 ETP. It's pretty cool. I noticed it looks like my here I have my. It looks like that one up there. That's pretty cool. He also did the TWR magazine. That's pretty cool. One thing I will say that this barcode looks very low res compared to the rest. That's pretty cool though. Pretty cool. Pretty awesome stuff. This is definitely the money shot right here. Cha-ching! Why is there like opacity to this thing? Oh, I had opacity on. But pretty cool. Also, one thing, I think I noticed this, but actually, well, no, never mind. I was gonna say something about the site, the red dot, but I think you're good. Yeah, so just watch where we put the edgeware. Maybe tone down some of these specs and go for more what the reference is showing. I think you'll get a much. Just really focus on where all this stuff is coming from. Like you see this light little color down here, it's probably dust. You can see like tiny little white specks, you know. So I'd focus a bit on that. Also a bit. This reference is cool because it's like kind of grayish looking, but some of these surfaces feel really smooth and not quite accurate to the reference. Also, this screw isn't looking too hot. I think that needs like a paint skew or something. We're taking so posture. Speaking of posture, how did you frame that poster? I did an ArtStation print. ArtStation prints are pretty cool. I got something coming up that I'm gonna get another ArtStation print for. That'll be on ArtStation. So overall, pretty cool. Thank you. Let's move on. Damn, Artem. 17K tries. Oh, I didn't check your try count. 17K, that's fine. Looks like the average around for everyone was like 16K, 17K. So that's pretty good. I was around like 15K, so we're pretty good. All right, let's take a look. Let's also see what programs this person's using. Internet Explorer. Internet Explorer. Nice. Looks like they've got Rhythm installed. Looks like they got some ZBrush. MS Paint. Nice on the toolbar. Nice, dude. Excellent. One day someone's gonna have something like NDA showing. It's gonna be funny. The little low res I just noticed. Is this the real resolution? Hold on, let me check. This is damn Ardo. Where is it? Damn Ardo. Where are you, sir? Where'd it go? Oh, it's at the top. Are these the real res? Are these real? Okay, these are the real res. All right, we'll have to go off of these. Using all the best. You know, it's not bad. From what I can see, from what the pixels are showing me, it's actually not bad. Pretty good. I noticed that you did a 1 edge bevel here. This kind of feels like it justifies a 2 or 3 edge bevel. Feels a bit fat, so we might see that in the reference. Also, one thing, having Internet Explorer installed right next to Chrome is like kind of so funny. Not bad, not bad. Pretty good poly density, I'd say, from what I can see. A little hard to see, but I'm doing my best here. Let's go back to this one. Probably some more polys here. Probably need a bit more here to kind of match, because look at the roundness of this curve down here. You might need to match it there. Also, you have a nice density here. I like that. So that could have probably been applied there as well. Good roundness around. Pretty good low poly. I'm pretty happy with this. Very, very nice. Let's check for accuracy real quick. I don't think I see anything that got the right little flap or tab, whatever. I guess we could check at a better speed. I think this screw is too small. I think this screw needs to be like a slightly bigger. Also, it looks like everyone baked in. No, you didn't bake in this. Okay. Never mind. Looks good, looks good. You got a little swoop there. Nice, cool. I think this button is off for this guy. Where's my front view? Front view. Looks like there should be a slight curve here. Also, one thing I noticed is that the UV resolution here looks really low. So we'll take a look at that later. You can also see it right here. Slight curve to it. Same here, slight curve. Also, I think you maybe lost the chamfer here. I think you may have polished this too much. I'm not too sure, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let's take a look. Okay, cool. Looks like this should be a tad bit thinner right here. Also looks like you baked this in as well. I would have modeled it in because you can kind of see a super tiny silhouette break there. These might be a bit too tall, I think. Maybe a tiny bit too tall. Let's see what else. Let's see. Okay, cool. Sweetness. Cool. Also, these bolts here should be like rounded. Looks like. Let's check the real deal real quick. Yeah, they look. Looks like you go either way. I won't hold that to you. Thoughts on capping your circles with a triangle fan? What's a triangle fan? You mean like this? Is this a triangle fan? Oh, I do it all the time. Needs to be the Super Gamer Diamond that Offa used on the magazine. I'm not understanding the reference. I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what you're saying. Overall, oh, you got the little lip there. I think we were missing that on this one. Were we missing that? No, you got it too. Oh, yours is like a little. Yours is a bit thick. I think it's like a super subtle little thing right there. So maybe tone that down. But this one looks pretty good. Okay, so the model looks pretty good. Take a look at the dials real quick. Dials. Don't think we got a render of the dials on the last one, which is fine. Did not include that, but it's fine. I would have gone with Russian for the text, but bad. It also looks upside down. The text here is like, the text is upside down. It should be like this. It looks like, yeah. So the text needs to go the other way, flipped. I see loads of people doing it. I think it's because only one extra. I mean, I just inset extrude or inset collapse. That's all I do. But unless you like need to like save on tries, then I wouldn't. But for like personal work, dude, who cares? One thing I noticed is your high poly is really soft. We're getting a lot of really blobby stuff going on. Same here, really blobby kind of stuff. I would be careful with that. It works on the rubber since that's like a softer material, but a little bit blobby, I think. And then we can kind of see a pretty bad bake here. Got a really nasty dark artifact here on the corners, which I think I predicted because this is a pretty fat bevel that we kind of need. So, okay, I think I got everything I wanted to say. Let's look at the UVs. You could probably use less padding. You probably go tighter on those. Looks like everything's straight for the most part. This could be straightened. Looks like you have some like non-straight stuff here. It's probably, or I don't know what that shell's supposed to look like, but it looks like it could be straightened. What else you got? What else you got? Yeah, really small stuff like this, like kind of, I mean, it indicates that you just like auto packed. So I would just scale these up and then fit them in places that they belong. So you use, I think it's just more efficient that way. Like here with this circle, you could have just scaled it up to fill this area. It's not a big deal. Same here. So yeah, probably just less padding. You get more res out of this thing. That's fine. But overall, not bad. Not bad on the UVs. What was the try count? 70k? That's pretty good. All right, let's take a look at the textures. All right. Looks pretty cool. The last one was too blobby, but these are not blobby enough, I think. These stamps compared to what we're seeing here in these references. Also, I see you modeled in the little crack there. That's nice. I see you went a little grainy with it, a little too grainy, I think, because I can clearly pick out your pixels here. I think that's kind of an indicator of just a bit too much in the gloss, it looks like, probably. I'll probably tone that down, have it be in the normal a bit. Have the normal carry it. I think the normal should like carry it most of the way, but and then the gloss should just add a little bit on top. And I think you used a dirt generator here because it's very uniform. I can see it. And then can't really see it there, but I can see it right here, clear as day. Dirt generator or something going on there. I'd be careful with that. Rubber is looking pretty good. Probably just less of this cloudy stuff noise. Probably just less of that. Also, probably less gloss overall. It looks pretty shiny and kind of oily. Um, that's not bad. I like the like glowing red. That's pretty cool. Um, so one thing I will say is that it looks almost flat. Like it looks super. The surface almost looks completely smooth. And then you have kind of these like random brushes. Like if you're gonna do, I think if you're gonna do stuff like this and like chipping and stuff, we need more like height to kind of blend it in. Otherwise, it just looks like you just took the anisotropic fill layer and painted it in here. Let me clear some of this shit out. Hold on. A lot of crap going on here. Race. Yeah, so like this looks like a cross. Jesus Cristo. Yeah, so I would probably just make sure you blend these stuff. What did I do? Make sure you just blend this stuff in a little bit. Um, yeah. Yeah, a bit too blobby on the high poly, I think. I think these should be like a smoother plastic. Looks like you should have gone a bit blobbier here as well. Uh, what are we missing? I guess you could go either way, depending on which reference you followed, but sticking to the main references, looks like it should probably be the smoother option. So, looks pretty good. Hold on, what is this? How do you handle thin high poly bevels for one edge bevel bake if you work at low res normal map texture? If bevels are too thin, it will disappear on low res. How do you handle thin high poly bevel? Uh, well, there's like a happy medium. Like you can't have too thin, but you can't have too thick. Otherwise, you get like a bad bake. So, um, I'm not really sure I understand your question, to be honest. Um, I think the lighting in these could be better probably as well. Uh, yeah, some of this noise is too much. I think the noise needs to go. Then also some material separation. Like you could remove the noise from these areas, and it would give us some more material variety. Same here. Like this pin could be different from here, stuff like that. Um, I think you used a dirt generator here and then broke it up with a multiply. It looks a little fake here. And then these, I'm not sure what's going on here, but this looks like yellow paint. It's not really supposed to look like that. It's supposed to look like a metal. I'm not, maybe it's not glossy enough, but not really liking those. And the height looks pretty fake. I'm sorry, I didn't realize my mouth was like covering the mic. It looks a little fake there, so definitely needs some more details to blend them in a bit better. But with that, I think we'll move on to the next one. So pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Okay, like you guys are discussing. I like the wear right here. That's pretty cool. So although I don't know what that stuff underneath it is that supposed to be metal or is like a green? Looks like a green paint. I'm not really sure what that's all about. But good stuff. Good stuff. Check mark complete. All right, let's move on to Levrou. Levrou. It's an interesting submission here. Let's check it out. How many tries are we at? 18K tries. Huh, okay. Not really seeing 18K tries. But let's see what we're doing. So right off the bat, we are super low poly. We'll probably want to like double, even triple some of these segment counts, especially this 1P area. We'll need to double that. So take a look at this screw right here. This screw is like super dense. Hold on, let's see if we can get a better view. If we can get a close up of that. Don't think we. Oh, maybe. So we have probably like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like maybe like 20 edges around here, but we don't have nearly enough geo that we need for this stuff here. And it looks like you have a higher density here than you do on the inside here. So that's kind of not good, because I mean, if you could imagine the player aiming down sights, which we can see right here, we can see both silhouettes, and we can see both are very rough. Both are pretty rough silhouettes. Even here, it's probably this is kind of a no-no. So we want to make sure we keep our nice high try count. And quite honestly, I'm not really seeing where 18K is coming from. I feel like you might have the wrong number. Yeah. Right here, this is quite bad right here. So yeah, we can see that clear as day in the render. So make sure this curve right next to it is interesting, because that curve looks good. Well, find a good. Let's see if we can. Interesting. The curve here looks good. I think you have a decent segment count, but we just need to increase it in these areas. I will say though, this is a nice like render. Like this is better than a lot of stuff that I've seen. Just too blown out. Watch out for total white in your render. Yeah, we're not really here to like say like who's the worst and stuff, guys. We're not here to do that. I think we're a bit inaccurate on these details here. Also watch out where you're sculpting details and damage and stuff. We don't really want, I don't really see where damage would happen here. I see where it would happen here, but, and like maybe here, but it's a cool thing to add, but yeah, probably not here. Probably wouldn't add that here. Be careful making the height too strong, otherwise you get this really dark edge. So tone that down a bit. Sorry, I got ahead of myself. We're still looking at the low poly here. Take a look. As far as accuracy goes, I think it's pretty accurate. I think a lot more. We're missing kind of. I think you may have baked it in. Yeah, we're kind of missing this detail here. We're missing this nice gap here. Missing those. Same here. We're missing that. I think these are too big. These are much too big as well. Same here. The screws are. Oh man, these screws are a bit large. Yeah, so try to watch out for proportions. So you can see this nice gap here. We don't have that here. And then these screws are much too large. So try to use. It's called sighting. So you can try to get a good estimate of the borders of a detail, and that'll give you a good idea of its size and where it should be. So other than that, maybe a bit too much sculpted detail. Looks a little. I would have probably maybe just kept it to like a couple corners here and there. Let me remove all this crap. Okay, so low poly. Yeah, not really seeing. This looks like more like 10K tries. I'm not really sure where this is coming from. But overall, I think we're pretty accurate. I think these details in here need a second look. I think we're a bit too thick here. I think the screw here might be wrong. And then, yeah, just more, we need more segments all around. Let's take a look at the UVs. A bit low res on the UV screenshots, but no worries. I know what I'm looking at. I could probably straighten some of this stuff out. Straighten these guys. Take these guys, detach them here, and just straighten these out as a strip because it'll bake much better. Well, actually no, it won't, because you have kind of a low density, so it'll like stretch it. But if you had a higher density, it would work perfectly. So probably same here. A lot of circles take up a lot of UV space. Here, I would probably just scale these up to fill this area. Same here. You have some unused space here. Just scale some of these things up. What is this? What is this doing? Are you using a decal plane? Maybe you're using a decal plane for that? That's cool. I didn't think you to do that, but sure, you can do that. Set the object. Let's look at the amount. Yeah, so some unused space here, 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 here. Pretty good. Actually, not bad. A little hard to see what the padding looks like because the verts are so like big, but pretty good. I think it's pretty good. Not bad. Not bad UVs. All right. Let's move on to the textures. Ah, plus 100 social credit to you, sir. Um, Overall, the rubber doesn't feel like rubber. It feels like a polymer plastic. I would probably go smoother with it. Definitely smoother with it. Watch out for edge tracing. Careful with generators. I wouldn't touch them. Especially in here. You wouldn't really see this area as being very worn, I don't think. Same here. I don't really think this should be worn like that. Looks like you have a bit much. I would have gone with the brass here. This reference here. I would have gone with the brass. Let's see what else we got. What's edge tracing? Yeah, it's just generators. Like here we can see a perfect edge trace here. I'd probably toss that. You got some cool details. I like the scratches. The scratches are cool. Too many like red specks, and we've get whoa. Looking like Christmas. We got red, green, and blue. I'm not sure if that's the camera or if you got those in the textures, but I would definitely stick to one color. I think there's just too much. You also have like a diagonal like brushing thing going on. Not really sure if I'm a fan of that. Kind of the same thing here. I would have gone with the smoother plastic. But the noise is cool, but I would have gone with the smoother plastic. This almost looks like it would exist in like kind of like Daisy or Tarkov. It's got a very grungy kind of oily look, which is not quite accurate to the references. I don't think these screws are very accurate. They're supposed to be much deeper as well, I think. You know, you've got some cool brushing, some cool milling lines and brushing stuff. Yeah. It's a bit too oily, I think. Perhaps a bit too grungy, maybe. That render's not great. We're kind of losing the material here. Let's see this one here. You know, when you look at it from this angle, it's actually not too bad. I would take out this bubbling. That kind of indicates that it's like a cheap like paper vinyl paint or something that's like bubbling up. You know, I would probably toss that. Also go a bit blobby on these, tone down the height. I think we talked about that earlier. Yeah, and I'd watch out for edge wear on like unrealistic places. It should be here, probably not so much here. Yeah, and I can see your edge tracing here. Well, as far as the screws goes, I'm not really seeing the silver screws in the reference. I would have dialed them back towards the black paint. This screw almost looks off-centered from the. So double check, or no, it's probably the angle. Yeah, I think it's the angle. Never mind. I thought this was a top-down perfect angle, but it's not. Okay. Oh, I see now. Yeah, so these screws don't look too accurate. These are too thin. Should be a lot fatter here. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. Is this the fake? Oh, damn it. All right. Let me label this. Fake. There we go. Maybe a bit smoother on some pieces would help give us more material variation. Um, yeah, just too many red specks, dude. Too many red specks. I like the brushing you have here. That's kind of cool. Yeah, overall, I think maybe just clean it up a bit, and I think it'd be a lot better. I think too much height, too much height on these, too much height. Same here. I'd watch the edge tracing. Uh, too cloudy, too cloudy here. I think probably dial back like 90% of this grunge and just go for more like stencil-y type stuff. It looks kind of like the black and white clouds mask. Yeah, I think you could use some more material variety, like breaking apart some of these pieces, like better separating some of these maybe. Also separating out, I think this is a screw here, or is that, no, that's just a stamp. Ooh, I'm not really liking the blue. I'm not really liking the blue. If you put too much, maybe I'm not really seeing blue in the reference, so it's kind of a bit inaccurate to me. I think maybe just a gray. You don't really see blue rubber a lot, so I would probably nuke that and then just go with the gray. Also, if you have like stuff like this, it kind of reads like metalware a little bit. Maybe tone that down also I can see your dirt generator. So, overall, cool stuff. I think less. Also, careful with the contrast on renders. You're too dark here. You're losing everything. We lose everything. We lose all our details here. Here, watch out for that. I think this is your best render. This is a pretty cool render. Best render for sure. Maybe add some like dirt or like grunge to the table or whatever this is on, maybe a bit. Cool, good stuff. So overall, I think maybe more work in the low poly. I do like the milling lines here, but doing stuff like this kind of makes it feel really old and maybe a bit too old. The subtle diffuse, I think it's like specular variation. It's pretty cool. I think it's a bit too strong though. Maybe not terribly accurate. I don't think this really happens on red dot sites and stuff. This like grungy kind of stuff. So, yeah. Okay. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Good stuff. I don't think I have anything else. So with that, I will move along. Is this supposed to be off-centered like that? Is that the nature of this thing? It does look like it, doesn't it? We have a top-down view. That'd be very helpful, right? Yeah, it does look off-center. Okay, cool. Just double checking. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right, let's move on. Okay. How do you add dirt? Surely? No, not really. I'll use maybe like 10% of a dirt generator, and then you just break it up and then manually stencil in a lot of it. Um, yeah, like hand painting areas. Because one thing a dirt generator will do is it'll put it literally everywhere. So like maybe I want more dirt here as opposed to here and here, you know, so. Okay, just to know it's this standard to work. Are you asking, is this the standard? Is that what you're asking? Uh, oh, this submission's pretty cool. Oh, this is nice. This is from Z Duck Lord. Good name, I like ducks. Oh man, that's a cool render right there. Put it on his own gun too. Nice, nice, nice. Let's take a look at the low poly. Well, I mean, so far we're kind of not hitting that AAA quality mark, but we'll see. We'll see how we do. What does this mean? What is bonya? Bonya. Looks like the enye from Spanish. Okay. Poly density here feels a little strange compared to what's right above it. Even though the bake will kind of handle this, I think it should still be a bit better there. Good density there. Really dense on this piece, whereas this piece needs it a bit more. This piece could use a couple more, I think. Same thing here. You've got this really dense bolt on top of this not dense piece down here. So watch out for that. Also, some more density here is probably needed. Looks like you have a nice density going around. That's good. Okay. The flow here looks a little strange. You got like, and then you're going off. It looks a little strange there. Probably more segments here. How many tries are this? How many tries? 16K? Okay. You can probably bump it up a little bit. Yeah, because everything looks good, but you've got this bad faceting right here. Especially right there. Not a fan of that. Some more faceting there as well. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Looks like you modeled in that screw. That's good. Looks like you put an injection seam here. It almost, I'm seeing in the reference that it looks like kind of like, let me erase that. It looks almost like two separate pieces here. I'm not too sure, but it almost looks a bit inaccurate. Also, the metal extends out here, which is a detail I don't think a lot of people got. And then I think there's a nice curve here. I think you could have added that. Also, watch out for just decaling the logo, or not the logo, the reticle like that. It looks pretty fake, I'd say. Like I'd rather almost not see it there than see it, you know. I think we could have gone a bit fatter on this bevel. I think a bit fatter here, maybe. Let's take a look at the rest. Looks pretty good. These are too thick. These are too thick there. Looks like you modeled it in with the lip. Okay. This piece feels like it should be extended to about right here. This around. Almost looks like the screw should be rounded as here. In there as well. Don't think there should be this big of a gap. Looks like it should be rounded. Oh, I see where the gap is. Okay. I take that back. All right. Okay. Maybe it's the render, but it's not really doing it justice in here. We're kind of like, almost looks like this piece is like floating in here. It's a little strange. Let's keep going here. What else do we got? What else we got? Not sure. Okay. Looks a little cheesy. I think you could have blended this in a bit better. Like it looks like kind of just a random grunge kind of subtracted from the paint. Maybe a bit more details inside here to illustrate that it was like painted on. What I like to do is I like to subtly erase the middle of your paint so that it looks like when you do a brush stroke, the paint kind of builds up on the sides as opposed to in the middle. So that's something that I like to do, but you don't have to. helps add that next touch. But I got ahead of myself. Where's the UVs? There we go. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Probably straighten that out. Probably straighten these out. Same with that there. That looks fine. I probably would have straightened this edge. It looks bigger than this edge. I would have straightened it out. Probably straighten this out too. Same here. I would have straightened that out. This out. You got this thing taking up a ton of area. So that's when we start packing that a little better. Some of this stuff here could probably be scaled up and then moved into here, so that we're not so that we can utilize some of this area a bit more. Probably just take this arch here, straighten those out. See, like this is nice. You got like a nice pack in here. Probably straighten these out, these guys out. Overall, good padding and stuff. Excuse me. Good stuff. Probably straighten that out. Don't see many issues. And I think, is this yours? I think this is your lens, right? Yeah, this is your lens. That's fine. I see you duplicated it. But sure, why not? I don't see why not. Okay, I think we're ready to look at the model. Which we kind of already did a little bit, but it almost looks like there should be like a soft bevel here, or soft, yeah, bevel, whatever you want to call it. This pull tab should be a bit more rounded, there. Also, this piece has a nice juicy bevel on it. We're kind of missing that a little bit. Yeah, I see. So this should be, this looks like it should be a bit rounded here. Oh, I see, okay. So it looks like this. Something here needs to be a bit rounder, I think. So one of those areas needs to be a bit rounder. No, that's the fake. So you added paint to that. That's cool. Cool idea. Pretty worn off paint. I like that. That's cool. Creativity. I think these should go extend a bit further. And it almost feels like the distances here don't really match all that much. Could be wrong, but yeah, I think I am wrong. But I think also these need to be a bit harsher on this angle. They need to be like sort of like that more. Like that, I think. I think that's really all I got. Take a look at the dials. The dials. I just saw them. Damn it. There's this like gold painted one that's pretty wild. Where the hell were the dials? I literally just, did I move them? Oh, right here. I think this bolt needs to be slightly bigger, and then I'd make sure we don't lose this chamfer. It looks like we're kind of losing that chamfer. And I think this screw on the inside looks a little smaller. Yeah. Based on all of these references, I think that's... you got the HB, sweet. Maybe a bit too much in the normal grain here. Probably tone that down a bit. That would help give it a nice separation from the grainy, body there. But ooh, this render's nice. I really like this like radial stuff you got going on. I'm not sure how accurate that is to the reference, but I think it looks pretty cool. I'm seeing the brass microchips. One thing I would do is I would take out the noise from the chipping so it looks different than the material underneath it. Same thing here. Also, what is this? Is this film grain? Is that what this is? Okay, I'm gonna move to a different render. I would reduce the film grain a little bit because it might be throwing off what I'm seeing a little bit. Okay, okay. Pretty solid. I think it might be too glossy, I think. Let's keep moving. One thing I will say about this, I don't really like the soft fall off of these. I'd kind of expect it to be like more harsh chip here. It kind of feels like airbrushy and a little fake, I think. Same here, there's probably just too much noise here. Too much noise, I think. I think that's a common theme with a lot of these, is just a bit too much noise. These scratches are kind of cool. I kind of like those. What else do we got? Yeah, I think probably maybe just a smoother rubber to help really stand out from this material, because some of the, like this material right here, this rubber looks exactly the same as right here. So kind of just a material separation type of thing. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Oh yeah. I don't see any like obvious generators. That's pretty cool. I like the little microchips you got. I like that. I will say I can see some material separation between these two, so that's good. That's cool. Yeah. And I think the Perlin noise is a bit obvious that it's Perlin noise. Maybe tone that down a bit. Down here it looks pretty good. I like this. I like what you've built up here. Maybe a bit too bright on the white. Kind of looks like it's glowing a little bit. The screws look good. Although I'd probably go smoother on the screws. Like a smoother material. And yeah, maybe try to work on some of these like little oils and stuff. Looks like stretched UVs here. Not sure what this is. There's like a striping thing going on. I think it's like a finger or something. Yeah, I think more love needs to go into the rubber to kind of match it to here. A bit, I think. And then these look good. Probably just a bit too grainy, I'd say. I think I mentioned that before, but the height chipping here feels a bit fake, I'd say. But pretty good stuff. Pretty good. I don't think I have anything else, so with that, I think we will move on. Also, a lot of the references I saw, they had that like swooping curve here, so I'd be careful with that. Also, this material here, now that I look at it, looks like nothing really. It's got kind of a jaggedy thing going on here. Then it's got like this kind of chipping stuff. It's not really well defined, I don't think. I think it could be a bit more. I think it needs a bit more definition on that. What's up, Sleepy Mushroom? What's up, dude? Okay. I think with that, I think we'll move on. Yeah, let's move on. Try not to make this 12 hours, so. Reviewed. Oh, your best render. I would remove this reticle, but I think this is probably your best render. This one's pretty good too. Really nice renders. These are good renders. I like that one. This one's pretty nice too. I like that one. But I think this one's probably the best. Coolest angle, I think. So, all right, let's check out Pavel Rizkov. Sorry, I probably butchered that, but dude's got Riz. All right, I'll stop. Okay. As far as the model goes, we got really low density there. You included more. Oh, they're all down here. Oops. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so watch out for poly density. You've got pretty low segment count here. Pretty low there. But you've got a nice density here, I think. But the bigger curve kind of needs it more, so I'd probably relocate some of that. Watch out for uneven flow. Even flow. Also, it looks really low poly here. I think we're going to see that in the renders. Yeah, very uneven, kind of sloppy stuff. Oh, I think you're going for like bent stuff, but it's not really ideal. I don't think it's quite working out. It's very low poly. And it kind of just reads it as a bit sloppy, I think. Okay, let's get another view. Like you've got that detail, you got that. There you go, you modeled it in. The first person to model it in today. As I would have done. Cool. I think these pieces justified a chamfer right here. Same here. I would have chamfered these big juicy curves there. Same here. I think we needed a bit more roundness, it looks like. Uneven flow. Uneven flow here. Also needs more density there too. Just take a look at this curve. This curve looks great, whereas this curve does not look too great. Cool. Cool. Okay. Okay. Bit low res. Maybe next time upload some higher reses. I think the bolt here looks pretty good. Let's take a look. These almost feel slightly too thick. Could be wrong though. Yeah, I really like this version that has the juicy bevel here. I think I would have liked to see that done more, but then again, I don't think it was really on the main reference, so whatever, doesn't matter. Don't think we attached insides of those. Okay, so it doesn't look like we modeled the inside of those dial. Oh, we did. And this looks pretty accurate. One thing I will say is the text looks like it needs to pop out a bit more, and then I think these symbols need to be flipped. Yeah, I think those symbols need to be flipped. And then, wait. Oh, the text is backwards again. So the text needs to go reading outwards. I think, yeah. Is there a one where I'm just like totally wrong? Yeah, here, this is where I'm like, okay, so you followed this reference. Damn it. It's always something. It's always a screw up on my part. Well, either or, I guess you could do, but it's always something I miss. So I won't hold you to it. Let's take a look at the UVs. You got a lot of unused space up here. Some unstraightened stuff, kind of the classic usual stuff. A lot of these rings I would break up, straighten them out. Straighten these guys out. I don't need to straighten those. Probably straighten these guys out. No rainbows. No rainbows. Yeah, and then a lot of the small stuff, just scale it up. Same, it's kind of the same thing. Kind of reads like an auto pack. So just take some of these smaller shells and kind of scale them up to fill in the empty gaps a bit more, so we get more efficient UVs. It's okay if they're slightly off textile density, but Yeah, not bad. Pretty good stuff. I do have a few comments about the textures, but we're not there yet. This is the other UV sheet. I will say this UV sheet looks a lot better. Might be able to straighten that, might not be. It's okay. Yeah, this UV sheet looks pretty good. Nice job. Yeah, so one thing I will say about your low poly is we're gonna see it from this angle here. Our eyeball is going to see it. Let's draw an eyeball. We're going to see it from this angle. And right now you've got a nice density on the inside, but the illusion, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to collapse this because it's not a silhouette detail, but it is actually. So we're going to see this point here. We're going to see that. So not ideal there. So then this is fine. That's good. All right, let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. We are missing a few things. We are missing these details. We are missing this hinge right here, or whatever that is. I don't know what that is. I'm not gonna be honest. I'll be honest, I don't know what that is. I see. Oh, I see. So you rotated this out. I think the flap needs to go about right here and then curve up. Screws look good. Watch out for doing this like a chamfer. I see what you're trying to do, but it's not quite in the reference. And we're going for reference accuracy. I see you welded this piece together. This should be its own separate little knob in there, so watch out for that. So we need to model in these hinges here. Otherwise we just have a non-functioning little thing. I think the screw needs to be slightly bigger there. I see what you're doing. I see you got the bent rubber. Okay. That's interesting. Almost looks like there should be a bevel here. See you modeled that in though. That's good. Let's take a look at the back side. Is the real one? Okay. Yeah, I do have a few notes on the textures, so. Where is the real deal, so to speak? Where is that image? Real deal. I'm not seeing 3 holes here. I'm only seeing 2 holes here. I think our shape is off right here. It needs to swoop up like that. It needs to swoop like that. Looks like we got this right. It needs to be rounded out here. And I think this detail looks nice. Like you high polyed this nice. Looks really accurate. Pretty good. Pretty good. All right, what else we got? We got the back, the down, the underneath side. Made in TWR plus 100. Social credit to you, sir. Nice job on these. I'd probably toss the fake AO. It's a little much. Watch out for too thick of chamfers here. Not really sure why the screws are blue. I'm not really seeing that. I think you're trying to do like a blued steel or something, but they're a bit much. There's like some weird, I think it's a shadow. The scratching here is okay. I'm not sure how accurate it would be there. My wrist. The logo here gets a bit thin. It needs to be a bit thicker there. But pretty good overall, I'd say. That's the fake. Never mind. Don't look at the fakes. Okay. Cool. I think that's all I got for the model, so let's move on to the textures. So right off the bat, they don't look finished. Especially in this render here, this doesn't quite read like what we want. I'm not sure if you were able to finish on time, but it doesn't look finished. It's kind of all the same material. Hold on, maybe they actually attached a note. Hold on, who was this? This was the wrong one. Let's see. Okay, so they did not. I'm gonna assume they finished it. So probably the green stuff is not really working out. I think honestly we need to go back to the drawing board a little bit. The rubber looks pretty decent actually. Like the rubber is kind of the only part of this that looks finished, so to speak. Yeah, everything else kind of just doesn't look finished. We're missing a ton of details. We've got like a noise going on that's cool. Yeah, I don't have much to say about the textures because they don't really look that finished. I think maybe a few tutorials I think would help out. These are supposed to be like a brass. These don't look, they look like a torn piece of tape on it. So, yeah, this looks like a silver metal. This isn't looking too great. Maybe PBR wasn't followed, so I'd probably toss this red dot. Don't need that. We're missing a lot of context, like a lot of dirt around here, some chipping, some wear, some edge chips. So I think that's really all I can say about the textures. I don't really have much else. Some edges look really sharp. Let's see. No, the high poly is good. The high poly is good. Yeah, I would disagree with you that the high poly is good. Also, when you get banding like this, it's kind of an indicator that you need more geo there. So, okay. Yeah, sorry I can't give you much texture feedback, but I think a little more time in the oven will work. Let's try to find our best render. Watch out for lighting. The lighting looks kind of odd here. It's coming from strange angles, I think. Also, this total side is occluded, so you can't really see that. I think this is probably your best render. It shows like a nice wear and stuff on the bottom, which is cool, which is honestly, this is the most textured part of this, I think. So I'd say this is probably your best render. Cool stuff, but a little more time in the oven on that one. All right, let's take a look at Andre. 17. Oh, what was the try count here? 16. Okay, you're good. 17.7K tries. Let's take a look. Good stuff. Good stuff. Nice density here, I think. Nice density here. Good stuff. Good stuff. You might need a bit more on the top to top it off. And possibly some more here. And then kind of the same thing as the others. I would have chamfered this very important box here. Looks a little uneven here. Check the evenness of this flow here. Looks a bit uneven. Could just be deceiving me. Also, oh, it's triangulated. Okay, that's fine. We got some more screens here. Not bad, not bad. See, you did an interesting approach. You gave this a 3-edge bevel, where I would argue that this edge here needs it a lot more than this edge. You could probably get away with like a 2-edge chamfer here, and then have this be like a 3-edge. That's a little what I would have done. Yeah, that's what I would have did. People on TikTok know what that's. Oh, I don't see any like major poly density issues. That's pretty good. Dude, that's what I would have did. That's some real brain rot stuff. Um, I see you went really round here. These have a really nice segment count. That's good. That's good. Yeah, I think some of this geo could have been moved up here or just added more up here. This is super important. This is the first person zone. When you're in the first person zone, like here, pretty much all of this big chunk kind of need a lot more. Gonna need a lot more. So, but nice curves. Nice curves. All right, let's take a look at the UVs. Our first approval of the day. Approved. Straighten this out. Straighten it. I'm looking. I'm looking. Probably just use some of this space a bit better. Other than that, approved. Where's the lens? There we go. Approved. Cool. Yeah, not bad. Might even need more density here. We might see that facet in the render. But let's take a look. So this one's pretty goated with the sauce on the textures. So, and I'll tell you why. Because it feels like the Kobra. It feels like the Kobra EK. What was it called? It really feels like the Kobra EKP1S-03M Kobra optic and mount. So, what I would do here is we're kind of losing these. Just remove the normal grain from it and just have them be kind of smoother and a bit blobbier. The blob police strikes again. Same here, probably a bit juicier on the high poly to really show this material off a bit more. You can kind of see a seam here, but a bit juicier on the high poly there. These screws are not looking too good. So these screws are should be smaller, and then you're missing this like really subtle sort of thing like that. It's subtle, but it's like in well, nah, I wouldn't even. Nah, don't bother. Yeah, these screws they should be a little bit smaller, I think, and a little bit narrower, maybe. They look a little too fake. Okay. Maybe model this lip in a bit more, just a tiny bit more, not too thick though. Not really liking the grunge here. Not really liking this sort of rocky looking grunge. I was looking at the fake dip. Definitely would have gone with a more smoother approach. We don't really need to sell this material all that much. I mean, well, we do, but I don't think we need this kind of stuff. I think we could toss that, make it less glossy, and I think it'd honestly be better. Cool render though. I think we're kind of floating a little bit, but let's take a look at the rest. I would have done these rounder bolts. There's almost some sort of an inset with like a lip here that I'm seeing. I'm not really seeing that here. This render looks pretty cool. Yeah, so just a bit juicier here helps it. Will help it like really not feel like CG, like a box model. So So I would have done this lip a bit more because you've got the geo there. I would have gone a bit more pronounced, making it pop out a bit, if that makes sense. Cool glass effect though, that's cool. Yeah, I would have followed this ref if I had this ref. I probably would have gone like a smoother glossy to help kind of break apart. Like the only thing that's separating this material from this material is this seam here that we see. But if I like do this and then like do this, we don't see any material separation there. So yeah, that's what I would have did. Not seeing this metal piece there. Maybe I don't have the reference where that piece came from, but I am not seeing it. But it looks good there, looks good there. Take a look at the rest. I think you have the geo here, so maybe just inset it a bit, you know. Screw. Pop it in a bit, maybe. It's a really nice render. It's got a nice contrast. All right, let's take a look. I think this is supposed to extend over. Ooh, this piece feels too wide, maybe? Seeing something here. Seeing... No, maybe not. Hold on, I'm seeing something here. I would have modeled this in here. Maybe the angle isn't enough here. I think maybe the angle isn't strong enough there. Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think this is still the Kobra, right? They're like the same. A bit of a stronger angle will give you the thinner approach here, and then this will be hanging over properly. So that's what I would have did. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Let's look at the textures. Did we look at the UVs? We did. All right, let's look at the textures real quick. Pretty cool, pretty cool. You got nice normal map separation between these two. Awesome. Maybe I think maybe what we could have done was separate out. Ooh, I'm not really liking this down here. This almost reads like a raw metal. I think it's supposed to be a lot smoother. A lot smoother here. You could do the same here and go a bit smoother so we get a nice material separation. Maybe tone down the height on the noise just a tiny bit. I do like the details you got. I like these scuffs. I like that. Yeah, I would tone down the gloss, or not the gloss, the noise on the letters and stuff so we can see those a bit more. I kind of like the subtle bending you got. That's kind of cool. Not really seeing this as a silver. I would have made it the black. Let's see what else you got. Okay. Can we see the dials on the inside? No dials. All right, that's fine. Overall, it's pretty solid. I think just more material separation, and then maybe tone down the height in the gloss, or not the gloss, the normal. I think that'd be a lot better. And then I see you've got the nice, cool brass stuff. Ooh, that's cool. That's really cool. Me like that. We like that. Although one thing, maybe just remove it from the brass. So we get like a separation between the two. It's what I would have done. Probably just tone down the normal there. Don't really have much. Yeah, you got some good oils and stuff. Got some good oils. I'm not sure where the blue scratches are coming from. Maybe change those to just white scuffs. But these look cool. These look nice. Yeah, nice textures, dude. Nice. Good stuff. Really, really cool. Yeah, I think more love in this piece here. Maybe make it a bit smoother and less random on the noise. I don't see any generators. That's good. Man, I'll say if the model was just this right here, I'd be pretty happy with that. But I think we need to focus a bit more on the material separation of some of these things. But really good stuff. Looks interesting to look at. I like it. See you, dude. See you. This is nice. It's kind of the same thing. Maybe tone down the noise in here. But I'm pretty happy with it. I'm pretty cool with it. Maybe some more dirt. Like, it's more dirt maybe in some of these crevices here. That'd be pretty cool. No dirt generators, but you know. Some dust. I think some dust might actually be cool. Maybe tone down these white specks a tiny bit. Yeah, I think there's a bit too much white specks. Maybe opt for some like dust or something. But I think that's pretty cool. Really good stuff. Let's find your best render here. Good. I like this one a lot. I think I like this one the most. This one's pretty good as well. I like that you modeled in the screws. That's cool. Man, it's a little hard to decide. A little hard to decide on the render. I like this one. I think this is the best one. Nice and basic. You got the Quixel tarp, and then maybe the ground concrete is like scaled too small. Try to remember the scale of these things. These things can fit in like the palm of your hand, right? So you probably wouldn't see concrete cracked this small. But cool. Nice stuff, Andre. Oh man, we got 4 more. All right. Let's go Curdle. 15.5K. Nice, nice, nice. Okay, you baked in the screw up model, and that's an interesting way to do it. Nice density, good stuff, good stuff. Check the flow here, it's a bit uneven. I think this curve can be a bit rounder. Nah, I think you're fine. Okay. Nice, cool. Cool. I see grunge wipe brushed here. But that's a note for later. Not sure if I would have collapsed right here because we're going to be able to see this angle from different angles, so. Okay. Not terrible, not terrible. Check the flow here. It's like pointed out right here. That's a little nitpicky, but pretty solid stuff. Don't really have much. That's pretty good. Nice work, Curdle. Good poly density. Yeah, good stuff. I don't have, can't find anything. Cool. All right, let's move on then. Go to the UVs. UVW. This meme was pretty funny, by the way. That was a good one. All right, let's take a look at the UVs. Good, good, good. Cha-ching. 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 Nice. Nice stuff, dude. Good, good, good. That's what I would have did. All right. I'm gonna stop making that joke. Oh, did you bevel this edge? Yes, you beveled it. Nice job. Probably more density here and here. Um, Let me get some water. Take a look at these textures, though. I think overall, they're kind of lacking. We're missing quite a lot of detail. We're kind of missing some material separation between these two materials. I'm not really seeing that. Is this real? Does the model really do this? I just noticed it. Where is this on the model? Oh my god, it really does. Wow, they really modeled that. Dude, whoever designed that has just got a whole. They did it. They've won. The logo feels squished here. We have a logo somewhere, don't we? PureRef is a bit unorganized. The logo feels a bit squished here. Gosh, people will do anything to get these cool pictures, dude. But like, damn, they went on a frozen lake and took these pictures. That's so Russia. That's so Russia core. Okay. I think we kind of makes. It looks like you got some dirt. It feels a little. You got like a dirt generator going on. I'd probably toss that. The height feels a bit generic. The noise. Also, I'd like to see separation between these two materials. One thing I'll say about the rubber is I like these cool like stain areas you got, but I can clearly see grunge wipe directional brushed in there. So I'd be careful with that. Plus that the wiping is like coming out of something that wouldn't, your finger would be blocked by this, you know, so you wouldn't see wiping there. Train inbound. I do like this kind of directional stuff. That's kind of cool. Oh, I've got like a subtle bend here. That's pretty cool. Nice. All right, let's take a look at the reference. I think we're missing these details. Yeah, we were missing those. Not sure if there's a different reference, but I think we were missing those. I think the screw, that's fine. I think overall it's kind of missing. We kind of have a lot of these soft oils. I think we're missing kind of some like scratched oils, maybe some dust in here. I see you got like a little bit, but maybe some more. Maybe some sharper edge wear. We're also missing that gold stuff. No, we got the gold stuff. Oh, we got the gold stuff. See, this stuff is done really nicely. I like this. That's nice. Good stuff there. I like the milling. I like how it's like follows the wear. That's really cool. I like that. That's some good stuff. I think maybe just it feels kind of bare. There's like you have too much noise maybe in the diffuse. Maybe. Let's take a look here. Yeah, overall I think it's kind of just a missed opportunity here for more, maybe some chipping, some scratches and some specks here. I think maybe some details like this, some of these scratches and stuff from here. I think that would have been a bit better to put there. Um, what was I gonna say before I jumped over? I will say this looks a bit cloudy, but I can see that in the reference. So maybe some noise, some sharper stuff to help kind of remove the cloudy feel to it. I've noticed that kind of helps. I see there's like lines here. I'm not sure where that's coming from. But you have nice material separation between the two, so that's good. I think just the normal here feels a bit generic. Um, Not bad. You went really clean with it, which is not a lot of people do that. It's doing clean texturing is pretty hard to do because you can't like slap down fill layers and stuff. You got to be very particular with how you do it. But pretty good stuff. Pretty good. I do like some of these oils. These are nice. You've got the nice bevel here. That's good stuff. Oh, we're missing the text here. Missing that. Come on, feel the noise. I think there's like a generator here. Yeah, I'm seeing like a generator going on here. Careful of that. Might just be the bake. I don't know. But I don't know if we'd see like a red glow coming from a laser like that. But it's kind of cool. Don't think I have much else for you. Maybe some more context stuff, like some dirt buildup in these areas, like they haven't been opened in a while, so they're like kind of building up dirt. Um, some small specks in the height here, you can kind of see that. Some of this like dirt stuff. Uh, yeah, some of these white little flecks here and there. And then I think that's all I got for this one. But I like it, pretty good stuff. Also, some dirt always helps in these bolts. But cool. I think I'm gonna move on. But this one's pretty good. I like it. Good stuff. And excellent meme as well. All right, let's move on to Mr. Hex Insanity. He is a veteran of these challenges. In the UVs, are pretty Gucci. Straighten these. Straighten that. Straighten that. Straighten that. Oh yeah, looking good. Approved. Approved. Nice. I know where you got this from. I know where you got that from. Let's take a look at the low poly. How many tries you at? 16K? Alright, that's cool. That's cool. More, you need more here. Take a look at this curve right here. Then take a look at this curve right here. It's a big discrepancy. Right here needs more as well. Take a look at this curve here. And then this more important curve there. Same here, a much smaller curve right next to a big curve. Careful with that. You got good density down here on these bolts. Where did he get it from? Oh, this? Oh, this is grunge wipe brushed. The default painter grunge. Probably gonna need some more around as well. Honestly, I think as like a standard, I would put 2 edges in between these. That would give you, I think, just the right res that you need. And take a look at this cap right here compared to the rubber here. I think that's kind of a missed opportunity. Come on, you. And you got some really good densities in some nice places, but I think just a bit kind of missing in a few. Maybe some more here. Also, if you're you know, if you're beveling the rubber or the plastic cap, you know, why not bevel this here as well? You'll get a much cleaner bake from all angles because we might see that in the render. Probably some more geo here. Oh yeah, a lot more geo here. So I was pretty off with my estimate. I think we would have probably bumped this up to like 18K. And that would have given us, because you have lots of rings and cylinders and stuff, so. But pretty good. I love the density here. Good stuff, good stuff. I think that's all I got. Let's take a look at the model. Do a quick once over. These guys are too big. They need to be blobbier. These bolts are too big, I think. I like that you separated these out. Oh, thank you, Dr. Fishy, dude. Thank you. I appreciate it, man. You don't have to subscribe, but I appreciate it. That's why Dr. Fishy, the goat. The goat. Yeah, so I like that you've got a standard size going on, but no, thank you, Ahmed. I appreciate it, dude. What is this? There's a hype train incoming. Whoa. Whoa, guys. Whoa, gamers. Hype train. You have a limited time. I don't even know. I don't even know what this shit is, man. I see this. I like sometimes I'll like tune into like XQC stream and it's just shit everywhere, and I just have no idea what any of this stuff is. But I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. This piece feels a bit too big. This piece feels a bit too big. Could be wrong though. Again, when I do these reviews, you know, I'm trying to move as fast as possible. So if I'm wrong, you know, don't hate me. I will point out one thing about this fingerprint later. The gap on these feels a bit thin. Cool stuff, cool stuff. Good stuff here. I'm not really sure what this wavy line is, but I'm not really sure if I like it. Cool. Good. Pretty good, pretty good. This is supposed to overhang a little bit. Ooh, the res here is not great. Okay, let's take a look. Let's ooh, my hand is getting tired. Has its own hype train. That is true. That is funny. Probably go stronger on the height and a little bit blobbier. Okay. Other than that, I don't see any major inaccuracies. This is the fake. What else we got? What else we got? We got down here. All right. Okay, cool, cool. Stuff, good stuff. Doing a quick little. So this is a portfolio piece I maybe would have modeled in the screws. Looks good, looks good, looks good. This is strong. This is a strong submission. Very nice. Good stuff. All right, I think I'm done with the model. I think we got everything we need to. All right, so a few notes right off the bat with the textures. For one, I would toss the like perfect halo ring around this thing. Maybe just have it be in one little area down here. Watch out for the perfect halo there too. Yeah, we need some more segments here. What else we got? One other thing. Fingerprints. Watch out for really small fingerprints. Keep in mind how big this thing is. So if you've held an AK, the side mount is probably like yay big on it, I'd say. So imagine how big your thumb would be or any finger. Maybe I doubt you would touch this thing with your pinky, you know. So I'm just gonna assume you're gonna touch it with your thumb. So it would probably be a thumbprint. Would probably be. Oh well, I guess it is an incomplete thumbprint. But all right, let's check it out. There was another area that like kind of needs it. So this looks like a more complete fingerprint. I would imagine a fingerprint on this thing would probably be about this big. So another hype train. Oh gosh. Thank you, Dr. Fishy, dude. Thank you. The hype train is almost 93%. Why is it 93? Well, thank you. Appreciate it, dude. Can we reach a level 2 hype train? Oh, we did. Oh, we just did. Marvel. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Our first hype train. Someone take a picture. Okay, so we're looking at textures now. Sorry, I got a little sidetracked here. So I really like the material you got. Maybe a bit too on the grungy side. Maybe go a bit smoother on the rubber. Not really a fan of this speckled dirt. Not really a fan of that. The noise here feels a bit generic, I think. Let me zoom out and delete all this crap. There we go. Oh, I see, because this is challenge 11. That's plus 100 social credit there. Good stuff. This is supposed to be a screw here, and it shouldn't be silver. Kind of the same thing here. I do like the smooth, glossy plastic. That's good. Again, watch out for that perfect halo going on around it. You know, I do like this. I like the grungier matte look to it. I think it reads a bit more accurate, like some of these references. I kind of like it. I kind of like it, yeah. I like it. I feel like this piece is supposed to stick out a bit more. Hype train. What is this? Oh, wait, what am I? Oh, whoa. We're going a little far. Going a little ahead of ourselves. Okay. This is pretty cool. The milling effect is pretty cool. Some of the references had the brass wear right here. I would have gone with that. Add some nice color to otherwise black and gray sort of basic gun stuff. The wear looks a little blur slopey. Might want to it kind of just feels that way. Not sure if that's intentional or not. I think the dust is a little too strong and a little too much color. I don't really see. It kind of reads like rust almost a little bit. I see some wiping. I see some wiping effects. I'm not really sure if I like that. Okay. I think the logo needs to be a bit blobbier, I think. And then here we need a bit more res. This isn't we need a bit more res down here. So I would have just taken this face and scaled it up quite a bit. Other than that, I think we're missing like some metallic wear up here, some like chipping here maybe. Chipping here. I can see a little bit of a generator. Yeah, I can see a little bit of a generator going on. I'd probably just toss that. I think it would look a lot better if you did. A lot less fake. I like that you got the roundness here. That's cool. Overall, I really like this. This is pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff. I think you probably want to remove the dot. I don't think you'd really see that. These renders here are really cool. There's the grunge wipe brush that I'm seeing. Yeah, these. Oh yeah, these look really cool. Yeah, just a bit more segments. A bit more segments, and I'd be sold. Then toss the basic grunge wipes and all the different reticles here. Just like Tarkov, they made the Tarkov scope into a real thing. I love that the glowing effect interacts with the dirt. Super cool. Looks really, honestly, if we just like zoomed in like right here, like we're looking pretty realistic. That's pretty great. I love that you got some nice oils and dirt around this. This is really awesome. I really like this. This is what I would have did. You know, I'm seeing that you went a bit smoother than the body, so I'll give you that. On the rubber, I mean. That's cool. Don't really have much else. I received a Hype Train level 1 emote. That is so cool, guys. I got an emote. Invitation because of baby fingerprints. Yeah, yeah. That's funny. The baby fingerprints, yeah. But yeah, I really like this. You got nice, maybe some dirt instead of just a lot of speckled dust. Gets a bit repetitive. Maybe just some more dirt instead. Um, and maybe just tone down on kind of the random wiping stuff a little bit. And I think you'd have a much better model. A little bit of a dirt generator here, I can see. But overall, I give this a nice golf clap. Excellent job. I like it. Very nice. Your best render. Let's remove all this crap. Okay. Oh, nice. Did nothing. Thank you. Stupid. Dude, this render's pretty good. If only this was just a little higher res, I think it'd be much better. This render's pretty good. Why did I thought I removed all this garbage. That render's really good. But these renders right here are really good too. You don't see a lot of these renders too. Nice shooting range. He's aiming right at the center. Man, it's a hard one to pick. Shoot. Also, one thing, maybe watch out for the scale. I mean, I see why you did this. It's funny and like creative and cool, but painting like this perfectly, like a pound symbol, would be pretty hard on something that small. So maybe move it to like here and have it like kind of overlapping the screws a little bit. Kind of do like a maybe like this big and then like do like that, but then it's kind of too big. So just be careful with that. But I see why you did it. I'm not gonna hold that against you. So. But man, I really like these renders. I think this is your best render. In a close second with these guys, then a close third with this guy right here. Super good stuff. So we're gonna move on. All right, we got Alex TS. Alex did not finish, but we'll give him just a quick little round here. So the model itself looks pretty good. You got all the details modeled in. These are supposed to be screws, not just pins. Yeah, the model itself looks pretty good. I think if you had finished the textures, it looks like you're on the right track with a lot of this stuff. Oh, no problem, dude. Really, really good stuff, dude. It's a strong contender. Nice stuff. I think that's supposed to be a seam here. I like that you modeled that in. That's really cool. Very cool. Screws look decent. I think this is. We're almost there. We're just a bit too blobby on these. This one looks. Also, these should be a little bit shorter, I think, but this one's looking better. These look good. These are a good blob. Good blob. Excuse me. Actually, wait. You might be. It might be good, actually. I was looking at this reference, and I think this reference. Well, this is the fake reference. I think you might actually be good on the blobbiness. So, Pretty good stuff. Hype train. That was a pretty funny joke. Okay, let's take a look. I like the smooth plastic you got. That's cool. Overall, I think this model's pretty accurate. See any issues? Also, we don't get a ton. Well, we get front and back. That's all we get. Get the backside going here. Where was that backside? Cool, cool, cool. You know, this model's pretty accurate, dude. Nice job. You got the nice bevel on this. This is super good. Yeah, this is a really accurate model. Nice job. Yeah, I got nothing. Except maybe could have exaggerated this seam a bit more. Don't think this is supposed to be this thick. Looks a little thin here. This is the real. I think this is the real, but again, could be wrong. Yeah, I think this is supposed to like swoop down and then come across like that. Shouldn't be this thick here. The dials are very nice. The dials are very nice. Yeah. Yeah, very really accurate stuff, dude. I got nothing. Got this accurate. Yeah, that's pretty good. Good stuff. My man is starting to look like a school teacher. Is it the glasses? Yeah. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I got nothing else. I got nothing else. It's pretty good. I think you might be a bit overhanging. That's supposed to be like that. Yeah, I think you're fine actually. Never mind. As far as textures goes, looks pretty good. I do kind of like this metal, this look to it. I can see a dirt generator, but you're on the right track. Like this wear looks pretty cool. I'm not sure about this stuff, but yeah, pretty good. Pretty good stuff. I can't really give you much because yeah, I know you didn't finish. So maybe clean. Well, something about this feels a little low res and kind of cloudy, but overall, it's not too. It's not terrible. It's not the world. But oh, let's look at the UVs. I didn't look at the UVs. Yeah, the UVs are perfect. These are fine. I don't see the scope, the lens UVs, so. But, I don't think I have anything else. Maybe just some like chipping stuff, but I know. Again, I know you haven't got there, so it's kind of hard to judge. But yeah, so I think you're on the right track. I think pretty cool stuff. I see you're following the reference down here. I know where you got that reference. So not from the fake, but good stuff. Did you model in those screws? You don't really get a low poly wireframe, but the screws look a little fake. Or whether I think there's like a glowing, like a dirt effect around them. Looks a little fake. Looks kind of like they're glowing a little bit. So I'd probably toss that. But other than that, this is gonna look pretty sick when it's done. So good job. All right, let's look at Nikita Gritskevic. 32K tries. That's a lot of tries. All right. This is the last one. All right, we're almost done. This is only two. It's probably going to be a 2.5 hour session. Okay. Let's take a look at the model real quick. Pretty good. 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 Nice. 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 I like this. I like that. These look off center. Are they supposed to be like that? Maybe you know better than I do. I feel like these should be screws, little tiny screws here. Or maybe they are just pins. I don't know. I could be wrong, but you probably have better references than I, so. I think we're missing this separation between the two here. I think the caps are a bit too thin. I think they need to be a bit thicker. Get another good look at the caps. I think this is supposed to be a bit smaller here, and then we're supposed to have more of these little, uh, whatever they're called, I think. Made you addicted to the sound of train. That's pretty funny. Also, now you have a train conductor badge. That's kind of wild. It's kind of insane. Oh, you got like some weird brushing switch up here. I don't really like that. Let's see what else. Yeah, so I think these are a tiny bit off. Do we get a view inside? We do not get a view inside the caps. Take a look at the low poly. Cool stuff. Yeah, trains are pretty cool. There's some kids that sit by the crossing and take pictures like all day. Like they come home from school and they just sit there. They got their tripod and stuff. People love their trains, man. So I'm starting to see where 36K comes from. These are pretty dense. We're getting pretty dense here. I think some of the density isn't necessary. I don't know what's going on in here, but we could probably remove some of that. A little low res. Kind of steam powered. Good old steam engine trains. Any of those here. Here in America, we like to run on coal. Wait, not coal. What? We like to run on diesel. Good old environmentally clean diesel. I mean, it's a good density. 36K is a bit much. Like I know a lot of people would not accept 36K for an attachment like this. But honestly, I'm not gonna hold it against you. I mean, for a portfolio piece, it's pretty good. You got a nice roundness here. Trying to see what else. Maybe you might need some more roundness here on that curve. But like here, you don't need this much density here. Same here. You can let the bakes do the heavy lifting here. A 12-hour modeling and texturing tutorial for something like. Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm a bit done with tutorials for a while. I want to watch some tutorials of my own soon. Feeling the need to learn. Like, you probably don't need this much geo here. Plus, I will say the one reason I don't do tutorials, just feels so sketchy having my stuff get pirated and just be out there publicly on these sketchy Russian websites and Chinese websites. It's just like there's literally a website you can go to that just uploaded it and you can just watch like part 1 for free. Like So I'm in a DMCA war on Google right now, but Yeah, so there's a few inaccuracies, I think, but overall pretty solid. Some areas that you don't really need that much geo. Like you could probably get away with baking in this chamfer here. You don't really need that. One thing I will say about this piece, though, is that a bit thin right here. I think it needs to be a bit thicker. And then a bit thinner here, although I can't really see what's going on there. There we go. Yeah, a bit thinner here. Probably the screw could be a bit bigger. But pretty solid. Good stuff. Look at the UVs. Ooh, this is impossible for me to read. But yeah, we need to make sure the UV pictures are readable. I can't see anything in here. Yeah. Not ideal. For stuff like this with padding, just move it to the center. Like just move it into the center of the circle. I can tell this was pretty auto-packed, so it looks pretty auto-packed. Yeah, unfortunately, I can't really judge this. So, I mean, it looks good, but I can't see how much padding you've got. Yeah, I need to see. I can't judge it with the verts this big. We got some empty spaces that we could probably fill up. The lens is yeah. I see you have like 3 edge chamfers here. I don't really think you need that. I think you just do 2. Yeah, yeah, no, it's pretty bad. You do not need this much geo here. I know that for a fact. A lot of this geo you can just collapse, and this you'll probably shave off a couple hundred. Also, let's not like point out where to find the pirated shit. Come on. Yeah. I mean, with this much geo, I would have expected you to like chamfer these, you know. But pretty cool. All right, let's move on. Let's move to the textures. These are pretty swaggy. This is a really nice render. This is a really nice render too. I'm not really a fan of this brushing. I'd probably just toss it. Don't see it in the references, and I don't really think it would exist there. Would you say that packing UVs manually is critical to good for polar views? The industry UV packing algorithms are favored. No, you need to have good packing. Like if you got these, let's find a UV that looks. No, you need to have good efficient packing. If you've got like those packs where you got all the tiny shells are up here, that's not a good thing. So yeah, I mean, like packing, like you can start with a pack and then work from there. But just simply clicking auto pack, that would never, you will never fly. You will never. Your tutorials are digi. Yeah, I mean, part of the reason is because Russia can't buy it because they can't send money to Russia because of the war. So, or the like, not the war, but like, well, I guess it's the embargo and stuff, and then the trade sanctions, whatever. But it's whatever, whatever. But yeah, part of the reason that I won't do it is because of that too. But anyways, we're getting sidetracked here. I like this stuff you got here. I like this wear you got here. This is some good stuff. Good stuff. Trying to think. Trying to think. I think you've got just the right amount of blob here. Maybe a bit more blob on these. This is okay. Feels a little random, I think. Eh. I'm not sure what feedback I'd give on this, to be honest. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. We're a bit too glossy and like oily here. Too glossy there. Compared to the references I'm seeing, it's a bit too much. Let's take a look at these. Nice parking garage here. I do like this effect, but when you combine this effect with like really sharp or harsh oils, it's like makes it look really like dirty and oily. So I would probably like have the brushing but have like no oil underneath it because it looks kind of like super glossy and I'm not really a fan of it. I see you got like some red coloring in here. I'd probably just toss that. I see it here. I mean, some places it's kind of cool, but here it kind of looks. I can see it. I'm not sure if it shows up in the stream, but it feels like kind of all over the place. I do like the subtle dings and dents you got. Again, with the red, I'd probably just toss it. What else? Man, my brain is fried. I'm not gonna lie. I don't got much else. I don't think. Maybe remove some of the brushing from some of the faces so it gets a little less repetitive, perhaps, perchance. And then, are these supposed to be off-centered like this? This is the fake. This is the fake. I really don't feel like they'd make something that's like off-centered like that. That feels weird. Kind of like the radial stuff. It's pretty cool. Maybe remove it from here though. The screws look nice. The screws look nice. Yeah, I think a bit more matte overall in the textures, and then maybe some more oils, some like sharper oils maybe. But I don't really have much. I think this is pretty good. I apologies if the feedback was a little too light for you, but I think this is pretty good. What is this board app? This is PureRef. PureRef. Yeah, I don't really have much. I really like this one. Maybe tone down some of the dust and well, I wouldn't even do that. That's a nice detail. Do we get a view of the bottom? I'd like to get a view of the bottom to see what we got going on here, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, they got this weird brushing stuff. I would remove it so it feels a little strong, a bit random. Like it goes one way and then it just suddenly switches. I don't like that. Not a fan of that. Maybe some more oils and dirt stuff build up here. I think I'd like to see more dirt, honestly. I mean, I see you've got the dust, but maybe like some darker grunge to go there. Pretty cool though. I like it. Yeah, then I just watch out for the. I'd probably just remove the brushing from the metal wear, so it like adds a little layer of separation between the materials. Yeah, we got a lot of good stuff to go through. I think. Oh, did we look at the dials? Oh, you attached the low poly of the dials, but you didn't give me a render of the dials, so I can't give you that. But I think we're done with that. All right, we finished. Only 2.5 hours and time. Okay, let's go through what I think are the winners. Ooh. All right, we've got aka body, aka body. Okay, very cool. I gotta get a refresher for some of these. Okay, I remember that one. That one. This one's pretty good. This one is no way. I can't just select all this. What? Oh, that's so lame. All right, I think I'll grab the names and then That one looked a little unfinished, I think. Andre's up there, I think. He's got a good submission. Okay. Put Curdle in there too. Put Curdle in there. Yeah, definitely want Hex Insanity. And Nikita. Nikita will be in there as well. The judging will now commence. All right. Okay. Sorry about that. Don't want to lose track of these. I was like, okay, so Andres is pretty good. I think Hex Insanity moves down a level. Here, I have an idea. This is like the dumbest way to do this, but Control D. We have level 1, level 2, level 3. The dumbest way to do it. And I like this one. It was pretty accurate. Had some good stuff. It's a tough one, guys. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man. Okay. Compared to the others, I think Nikita goes up. Okay, and then whoa. Dude, what is this? Why is it like this, dude? Why is this happening? That's the dumbest shit. Okay. I think Duck Lord moves up as well. Andres too. Damn this. Okay, and then I think moving forward. Man. Oh man, oh man. I think I have it. I think I have it, guys. I think I know the winner. What I'm looking at is like renders. I'm looking at how accurate the model was. We got. I really like the renders of Hex Insanity. I think Z Duck Lord was pretty good, but I think Andre kind of beats that. So I think if you just tone down the noise here, you'd have so much better. Ooh, with a screw. All right, it's gonna be like a tie for third, dude. All right, I think the winner is Hex Insanity. Second, in a close second, we're gonna have Nikita. Also way over on the try count too. That's something to keep in mind as well. And then third, it's almost a tie between the. I think if I were to look at one that's a bit more interesting to me to look at, would be this one. So for that reason, I'm gonna go with Andre for the third place. What do we think? What do we think? Congratulations to Hex Insanity. a veteran of the weapon room challenges. And I think first dub. First dub. Something about this one that I just really like. I really like it. And these renders are super cool. I like that one a lot. Man, that's a tough one to judge. Damn, tough one. Tough one. All right. Congratulations. There will be another one shortly. So, uh, so for third place, I don't really have much planned. I was gonna just gift Discord Nitro, because I don't really, I mean, it's third place, so it's gonna be a smaller prize. So I'm thinking maybe just gifting some Discord Nitro. First place prize wins a what was it again? The feedback session with Cohen, and then Nikita. Is Nikita? Hold on. There might be an issue if Nikita is based in Russia. Is Nikita in the chat? By chance? Okay, they have an art station. Check that out. Oh, I know this guy. I have seen this person's portfolio. Okay. All right, Nikita, I hope you're not based in Russia. So, because otherwise I would not be able to send you a Steam gift card, or you could choose the one of my tutorials if you want it. That's easy. Or if you want a Steam gift card, that works too. 4:20 a.m. Nice. Well, congratulations, Hex Insanity. That's a dubski. That's a solid dubski. Good renders. Good stuff. I really like these oils and stuff you got going on here. That's pretty cool. Nice context on this, guys. Amazing, amazing stuff. Great renders here. They're pretty interesting to look at textures here that I think just need a bit more time to cook. A bit more in the low poly. Not to forget this awesome render, the weapon room. Awesome stuff. All right. I'll stick around a few minutes for questions or anything like that. And I think we'll call it there. But yeah, pretty awesome stuff. A lot of submissions, dude. I saw you guys. A lot of you guys don't update the chat, the discussion when you're like to post like whips and stuff, which is fine. You can do whatever you want. But you guys like snuck up on me. I thought we were gonna have like a short stream, But we did 2.5 hours. So awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. I will be doing a TWR magazine post for Hex Insanity and for the first 3 winners. But awesome stuff. Okay. Yeah, that's really good. All right. I think I'm about done here, so I'll end it here. Appreciate you guys for sticking around for the hype train. Shout out to the hype train. Dr. Fishy. Thank you. And Ahmed's, thank you, dude. How do I close that? There we go. Trying to see if I missed any other. Did I miss any other subscriptions? Okay. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys. I'll get you your prizes and stuff. So Will you be doing other streams? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'll be doing other streams. I'm kind of not really feeling the streaming. One project I can't stream because I'm using something that's NDA. Another project I don't know if I want to stream it. I'm kind of focusing on just doing like personal art right now. So how long until this is posted on YouTube? It'll be, give it a couple days because I gotta make sure I gotta edit it just a tiny bit, and then I got to upload it, which is this is gonna be like a 10 gigabyte upload. So, and then you gotta wait for 1080p to process. So give it a day. So you'll see it in the server. So, but all right. Thank you guys for sticking around. I appreciate it. Yeah, no problem, dude. No problem. But I was gonna say something. I forget what I was gonna say. But all right. Appreciate you guys. Take care. I will catch y'all on the flip. See ya.